Well, I went to my doctor yesterday, my cardiologist, and I got the results of all my tests back. And he said that the structure of my heart is normal, and the blood flow is normal, which is all very good news. So the heart muscle itself is healthy. The only problem that I have, I think he called it, well, it's SVT for short. It's supraventricular tachycardia, which means, well, tachycardia meaning fast heartbeat. And so what it is that my heart will beat normally, and then all of a sudden it'll have these spikes where it'll just go do 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 do, you know. So the way he explained it to me, I told him I didn't understand how the structure of the heart could be, you know, normal and healthy, and the blood flow, you know, fine, and yet the rhythm be off, you know. So the way he explained it to me, he said that as we all age, our heart, just like everything else in our, you know, all the other parts of our body, starts to wear out and deteriorate, you know, just like everything else, which is why many people develop heart disease, you know, once they get past a certain age, say, you know, 60 or whatever. And so he said these microscopic changes happen. He described it like, he pointed to one of the walls in the exam room, and he said, you know, from here it looks like the wall is perfectly painted, and, you know, there's no, you know, everything's, you know, perfectly fine. He said, but if you look up close, you may see, you know, little blemishes, or you may see where a little spot was missed, or, you know, the paint's not right or something. But you have to get really close to see. And he kind of described that as to what my this little problem in my heart is. It's like a little microscopic problem, tear or whatever. I don't know, some little microscopic thing that isn't visible, you know, in any kind of pictures, x-rays or sonograms or anything like that. So it's basically kind of like an electrical problem, you know, like the circuits run fine, and all of a sudden, you know, like, I think I like to use the analogy of like you know, like let's say you're watching TV and the electricity's running just fine, and all of a sudden, say there's a storm outside, and all of a sudden, you know, lightning or something, and it hits the electricity. It jolts the electricity, and if, you know, for maybe for a couple of seconds, it's like, you know, and then it goes back to normal. Well, if you have a surge protector, it goes back to normal. It's kind of like that, you know. It's like I get these little jolts that make my heart beat. What do you say, like over 100 beats a minute when it goes up like that. So all he did was he prescribed this beta blocker for me to take. I have to take it twice a day now. Another pill. So I have to take this beta blocker, and he said he doesn't need to see me back until 6 months, which is good. So it's not like, he's obviously not worried about it to the point where he has to monitor me, you know, a lot more frequently. So that's good news. And he said he's going to write a note to my surgeon saying that he's releasing me for surgery, saying it's okay for me to have my surgery now. So I'm waiting. Well, I've been waiting to hear from them. It's just been since yesterday. I'm going to call them again to see if they got the note, because when I first called them after I got home, they said that they hadn't heard anything yet. So I called back over to the cardiology clinic and talked to this young woman there, and she said that she could either pass the message along to the doctor, or she herself could fax the note over to my surgeon. And I said, well, that would be faster and better then. So she supposedly faxed the note over there for me. I tried to call a little while ago, and I just got, leave a message. So, anyway, I'm still hopeful of the possibility of being able to get the surgery done before we go back to Colorado in a month. So it just depends on how soon I can get a hold of the doctor, I guess, and how soon we can set it all up. But he only does these surgeries like this in the hospital, the women's hospital, on Mondays, only on Mondays. So it has to be on a Monday. And of course I have to coordinate with Maggie. She has to coordinate with her job because she's got to be able to go with me, obviously. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. But my heart is healthy, and that's a huge relief. Oh man, that's a huge relief. Because after they told me, a week ago, when they told me I had an irregular heartbeat, I was like, oh no, that's not good. So I was worried, obviously. But now I'm not gonna worry. I'll just take my pills every day, and my pill, and I'll be fine. Otherwise, from that, nothing new to report. I did get a package in the mail today from UPS. Is a little over a week ago, I guess like a week and a half ago, I ordered this exercise thing from QVC. Marie Osmond was on there. Well, like several weeks ago, we saw this on QVC. Marie Osmond and her husband. She was on there, and it's called something like the Total Body Gym. It's basically like a resistance band thing, and has like a bar, like a plastic bar that comes together in the middle. There's like a button, and it just fits. And then when you want to take it apart, you just push the button and pull it apart. And on the ends, there's this resistance band that goes in the ends, and it has like stirrups and like a foam tube that goes around part of the bottom there. Anyway, there's all these different exercises you can do with it, and to increase the resistance, you simply roll the resistance band around the bar. You roll it around 1 time, 2 times, however many times you need to create more resistance, rather than having changing out bands or adding bands or taking bands away or whatever. But when we saw it, we thought, well, yeah, we should get this. So it came today. It came just a little while ago. I wasn't even going to answer the door. The guy he knocked at, bam, 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 and I'm like, well, I'm not expecting anybody. The maintenance guy already came yesterday. We needed a little maintenance done in the apartment. He already came. So I thought, well, I'm not expecting anybody. I just totally forgot about it. And I sat here, and the dogs were barking. I just sat here, and then he bang, 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 bang again. He wouldn't go away. So I was like, well, okay. So I went and I got the dogs in the bedroom, and I went and answered the door, and sure enough, it was the UPS guy standing there. So I signed for it, and anyway, I'm looking forward to using it. It looks like it's pretty cool. So cool and easy to use, and it's very portable. It has, it comes apart. It has a bag that came with it that you can carry it in. You can put it in your luggage or whatever. So that's real cool. we can take it with us when we go up there if we want to. So anyway, that's pretty much it. And we watched the final David Letterman last night. You know, I never really was a fan of David Letterman early on. I think I did watch him maybe a couple of times in the early days, like back in the 80s and stuff. And he came across to me as kind of a, you know, a sarcastic smartass. You know, I didn't really like it back then. But I think as he got older, you know, he kind of mellowed out. And I kind of got to liking him there the last couple of years. But it was sad to see him go, you know. And I think what really cemented my liking of the guy was when there was a writer's strike. Oh God, this has been years ago now. There was a writer's strike, and he continued to pay his staff through the strike, which I thought was really being a stand-up guy. So I thought that was cool. Anyway, so it'll be interesting to see how Stephen Colbert does in that time slot. I don't know. But anyway, so no more Letterman. Jay Leno, I just saw a thing on the internet that Jay Leno was invited to participate in, you know, the tributes to Letterman, but he wouldn't. I don't know why he refused, but he did. You know, everybody else, you know, Kimmel and Fallon, I guess everybody else paid their tributes, but not Leno. But I never liked Leno anyway. You know, Leno was really into that bathroom humor and shit. He was kind of, I never really cared for Leno. But so anyway, that's it for me. And I don't know what we're gonna do this weekend for Memorial Day, but we'll do something. And you know, we don't have any family around, so there's nobody to go, you know, spend it with, just with each other. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll go see a movie or something. But I wish everybody to have a good Memorial Day weekend. And Maggie's got, you know, she's got Monday off, so she's got a 3-day weekend. So anyway, that's it for me. Peace and love, and this is Chris signing out. Bye.